Welcome everyone today to the Bushundhara Sports City Last Man Stands powered by Ace. And today, this is today's first game between Electrifying Bluez, Friends United, and Electrifying Bluez are batting first. As we see, the first ball was bowled by Shakib Hussain, who's into his first over, bowling with a very short run-up. And the two batsmen are Wahid Akhtar and MDA Arifin Rahman Arifin. That's off the outside edge. That's running away to that third man boundary. And it runs away for four. A lucky escape for Arifin Rahman Arifin, who gets off the mark with a streaky boundary. This tournament is sponsored by T Sports. Let's see whether Electrifying Bluez can get off to that electrifying start that they dream of, that they require. That's been guided away on the offside, and there's a fielder running after it, but it beats the fielder to the boundary. That was such a delicate looking shot. Guided away, hardly any effort in that shot, hardly any power on that shot, but he was able to find the gap between the two fielders at wide third man and deep point. That's called timing at the highest caliber. Pushed away down the ground towards mid-off the back foot, and that takes the score to 10 runs of 4 deliveries. It has been a fruitful first over so far for Electrifying Bluez. Wahid Akhtar is now on strike. Once again pushed away on the offside, off the back foot again to the deep fielder at cover, and that ends the first over. The score is 11 for none. Samir Nahyan Islam, right arm over the wicket. Bowling to Wahid Akhtar. Today we're playing on the same pitch as we did yesterday. Hit on the paths. The bowler following the ploy of looking to tuck the batsman up. Yesterday we saw scores of around 190 by 3 teams, and in a couple of games those two scores were almost chased down. Flicked away off the pads, and it's running towards the boundary, but the wide fine leg fielder will cover up and keep it down to a single. Yesterday we saw scores of around 190, and in one game 197 was chased down. So we can definitely say that this is a batsman's paradise. If the batters can get their eye in and find the right momentum, a big score is on the cards. There's hardly anything on the pitch for the bowlers, so it's up to the batters to fully utilize these conditions. Looking at the history of the ground, normally around 150, 160 is considered a par score, but yesterday we saw three scores of above 190. So I think Electrifying Blues will be looking at around at least 180 on this surface. That's been flicked away on the leg side. The deep square leg fielder covers up, and the batsmen exchange creases for 1 run. And that ends the second over. The score is 14 for none. Looking to play up the back foot, but it was just a bit too full, and it goes off the inside edge. It's heading towards the fine leg fielder, who covers up for a run. Shakib Hussain continues for his second over. At the moment, we've seen a lot of lack of footwork by the two batsmen, not really covering the line, hence sometimes getting in trouble. But there has been no damage done till now. Pushed straight back to the bowler, results in a dot delivery. Shakib Hussain has been quite decent with his line and length. There has hardly been any boundary balls so far. Oh, that's been picked up on the leg side. The pickup shot, there's an opportunity for a catch, but it goes through the hands of the fielder. Now, whether we have to wait, whether it has gone for six, it has. The umpire ensures that it has gone for six. There was an opportunity to take the first wicket. Arifin must have had his heart in his mouth when he played that shot, because he wasn't aware, he wasn't sure whether it would clear the boundary or not. But in the end, it did. And that takes the score to 22 for none. Sorry for the interruption. Because of that six, we had lost the ball, so it took a bit of time to recover. And now the players are ready to resume play once again. It has been a serene morning so far. Pushed up the back foot. We call it a back foot cover drive straight to that deep cover fielder. A classy looking shot. Sachin Tendulkar used to be known for those back foot punches. I'm sure a lot of players from here idolize him. Cut away, in front of point, and that ends the third over with the score at 24 for none. Down the leg side, given as a wide by the umpire. Nahian Islam continues. His first over was very, very economical. 4 runs, especially in LMS cricket, is considered a very, very effective over because it's very fast. 100 balls per side, 5 balls per over. Picked up straight this time, and it goes and hits the side screen after 1 bounce, and that has been given as a boundary. What a shot that is from Arifin Rahman Arifin, who moves to 19 of just 10 deliveries. First real bad delivery from Nahian Islam. It was a bit too full, a half volley, which needed to be put away, and it was. Arifin Rahman Arifin is very effective. Doesn't always look all that elegant when he plays his shots, but it's very, very effective at the end of the day. There's a bit of pause in play. Ooh, that was outside the line of off stump. It was a slash without much footwork, and Wahid Akhtar missed it completely. Electrifying Bluez, can say, has gotten off to an electrifying start so far. Ooh, looking to guide that to third man, because the batsman is aware that the third man fielder is very wide. So any fine nick, anything of the bat will ensure a boundary. Samir Nahian Islam about to finish his second over. That's been hit down the ground once again. An opportunity for a catch, but it clears the fielder for a 6. What a great shot that is. Once again going to his favorite region, going down the ground. It was a bit too full from Samir Nahian Islam. And once again, it goes to the boundary. That ends the 4th over with the score at 36 for none. Ghazi Ronnie is a new bowler, and first real change in bowling. The opening bowlers shared 2 overs each, and now Ghazi Ronnie is into the attack. Oh, that's been driven away, using the pace of the bowler and punched through the offside, through cover for a boundary. What a classical shot that is from Arifin Rahman Arifin. He moves to 15. Ghazi Ronnie definitely offers more pace for the batsman to work with. And did Arifin Rahman use it well or what? Ghazi Ronnie bowls with a very longish run-up and bowls with good pace. Probably one of the fastest bowlers around in this tournament so far. Pulled away this time. An attempted bumper. There's 2 men chasing after the ball, and there is only going to be 1 run. Wahid Akhtar on strike this time. Again looking to play that guide, but once again missing it. That's the 3rd time he has attempted to play that shot, but hasn't been able to succeed. Once again, this time it was a fuller, wideish Yorker, and once again looking to access that third man region, but once again missing out. Good bowling from Ghazi Rani. He's bowling it full, bowling it wide, not really giving any length for the batsman to get under. Oh, that's been driven away. Driven away, and it goes to the cover boundary for another 4 runs. The fielder at cover had to run to his right, but couldn't stop the ball from going to the boundary. That ends the 5th over with the score being 45 for none. And there will be a change here at the comm box. Alif Tasnim will be joining you guys.
Thank you so much, Akib, and what a welcome to me in the com box. That's been put away for a boundary. Just a tad short from Ashraful Islam, and that's been punished. Arifin Rahman Arifin looks to be in a mood today. That's the first over of Ashraful Islam, who had a great outing yesterday. Took a 4 for. That's pulled in the air all the way for 6. This is carnage. This is complete mayhem from the Electrifying Bluez. And that's gone to the distance. That'll just be a single. So runs are coming thick and fast for the Blues, and they are off to a flyer without any doubt. That's cracked away. Should find the fielder. It does find the fielder. From the word go, the Blues are going with a rate of 10, and this seems to be the perfect rate of going in this pitch, because yesterday we saw 200 has been chased down, and 200 was rather a par score, as it was seeming like the wicket was that good. It was completely a belter for the batters. 6 gone after 6, it's 57 for none. So another change in bowling. It's Saqib Ahmed for the next over. Concedes a single immediately. Friends United had a good game yesterday, but they're struggling, are looking for the first breakthrough. Almost got that, just past the outside edge. Arifin Rahman was looking for a cut, and there's a big gap between cover and deep third man. So if he could connect, that would have been 4 for sure. There was the confirmation to Arifin. He does go for that shot, and this time he succeeds. A beautiful connection, and no chance for the fielder from third man to stop it, as it races away for 4 runs. And the precision of boundaries continue for the Blues as they get another one and the score moves up to 62. This is poor bowling. He knows that Arifin was looking for that cut shot. Why would you bowl a delivery which is short and wide outside the off stump? Once again, a similar sort of a delivery. This is not good bowling, and he pays the penalty for it. Although the fielder somehow stops it with his legs. However, the batters, they cross over twice and picks up a couple. Change of pace, but that's been beautifully played. A fielder is in contention, but he doesn't get it. Perhaps he had some cramp. But a boundary to complete the 7th over. The change of pace doesn't really work in Saqib Ahmed's favor. 7 gone, it's 68 for none. The Electrifying Bluez. So that's the breakthrough that Friends United were looking for. There was a leading edge, and once again it's Ashraful Islam who draws the first blood. I was just praising him. He was the player of the match of the previous game, and once again he shines for his team Friends United. That's the fall of the first wicket. 68 for 1 on the board. So the fall of the first wicket brings Mir Sabir Islam to the middle. The opening stand has been broken, and he needs to reconstruct the innings with Arifin Rahman Arifin, who is going in great guns. But certainly the flow of the runs will be hampered a bit because Mir Sabir Islam is someone who takes some time to get settled in, and later on he starts playing shots. That's a lovely shot, and that'll pierce the offside field. It does! Beautifully exploited that gap between cover and deep point. Boundary for Mir Sabir Islam to get off the mark. And he announces that he's not here to die wondering. He'll go after the bowlers right from the word go. Through the covers, a fielder intervenes from deep extra cover to stop that one. From the edge, it will race away. No fielder at finest third man to stop that one. A streaky boundary for Arifin Rahman, and he moves on to 40s. After 8, the Blues are 77 for 1. This coverage is coming to you live from City Club Cricket Ground. You are watching Boshundhara Sports City, Last Man Stands Dhaka League, powered by ACE and sponsored by T Sports. Last Man Stands, it's a different form of playing cricket. It was discovered back in 2005 in England, and now LMS is really popular all across the globe, especially in the cricketing world, and it's for the amateur cricketers. And in Bangladesh, the players who play LMS cricket, most of them once played professional cricket, even in the higher level, but due to so many reasons, they left playing professional cricket. But for staying with their beloved game, they have chosen Last Man Stands. A single to start the 9th over. Mir Sabir Islam is looking confident, and he's doing the right thing. He's just picking up singles and doubles and keeping Arifin Rahman into the striking end as much as possible, because he's the set batter and the highest scorer for his team as well. A bumper from Ghazi Rani. All of a sudden, that has bamboozled Arifin Rahman and he was not expecting it. And interestingly, he has his cap on, not his helmet. So this can be risky when he faces these bumpy deliveries. Will Ghazi Rani go for another one? He should. Let's see. He does go for another short delivery, but that's ill-directed down the leg side. The keeper makes a bit of mistake, and as a result, the batter, they cross over once. So it's a positive sign for the Blues that despite losing the first wicket, the flow of the runs hasn't been hampered. They're going well. But it will be a concern if Arifin Rahman leaves the crease after hitting his 50. As per the rule of Last Man Stands cricket, he cannot bat if he scores 50. So there has to be a new batter. And that will be the challenge for Mir Sabir Islam to reconstruct the innings with a new batter. Using the pace of the bowler. And that gets to the fence too. That is poor fielding, I must say. The fielder was trying to stop the ball with his right leg, and that's what he shouldn't have done. He should have dived for it, which we didn't see. And it results in a boundary. Ghazi Rani is really quick. Certainly quicker than the other bowlers of his team. And the batters are using his pace once again. It took the outside edge. The 9th over gets completed with a single. 85 on the board in the loss of 1 wicket for the Blues. So change in bowling. It's gonna be Shabab Rahman. Not a good start for him. Not the start he was looking for as well. It's down the leg and rightfully called wide. The officials for this game are Mujahid Hossain Naim and his mate is Omar Farooq Russell. A slower delivery. Mir Sabir Islam is meticulous. He understands his role and just playing accordingly. No rush whatsoever because they have managed to score enough runs on the board. There is no need to rush. Oh, that's a cracking stroke. Down the ground, over the top. And that's 6. One of the best shots of the day. A juicy full toss, and that's been dealt with. Arifin Rahman just one short of his 50. And that's it. That's his 50. A very well compiled innings from this lad. Played with lot of class and responsibility. And for sure, he will walk back to the pavilion with a big smile on his face. 50 from 25. He batted with a rate of 200, which is humongous. Take a bow, Mr. Arifin. You have done really well. Some viewers may wonder that why is he leaving the ground? Is he out? No, he isn't. This is a unique rule of last man stands cricket. That if a batter scores a 50, then he has to leave the ground. He can bat, he can return to the crease if all the other batters get out, and in the last partnership, there will be an opportunity for him. So now it will be a challenge for the Blues to rebuild the innings with two new batters, because Sabir Islam only faced 9 deliveries, and the new batter, Mohammad Kamrul Islam Saad, just arrived to the middle. So it's going to be a challenge for them, and this can be an opportunity for the Friends team too, to squeeze the batting side and pick up more wickets. And especially what they can do is they can pull down the run flow. Shabab Rahman is someone who doesn't really bowl with sheer pace, but he tries to be accurate and tight. Loves to hum around the stumps and test the batter. It will be a real test, because if the batters miss time, there can be the possibility of getting caught at the edge of the boundary if there is any fielder. So that's the end of the 10th over. Electrifying Bluez are in a good position, that must be said. It's 96 for 1, and there will be a change of voice as well in the comm box. It's my pleasure and privilege to welcome Mr. Akib Amin once again. Welcome, Akib.
Thank you, Olive. Um, we're already at the halfway point of the innings, and Electrifying Bluez can say that we have had the better situation among the two teams. 96 after 10 overs with 1 wicket lost. You can definitely say that anything over 200 is a possibility, because with 7 more wickets in hand, could easily go for the charge. The batters who have retired or who have also already left the crease because of their milestones, which is the rule of last man stands, they can come back if required at the end. And that's been pushed away by Kamrul Islam Saad to get his second run. As for the rules of last man stands, there's only 8 players per side and 6 fielders, and the bowler and the wicket keeper on the field. And it's very fast forward. Batsmen have limited time to think, have to go after, you have to make full use of every delivery. Once again, guided away towards that deep third man fielder, or you can say deep point, which is quite fine at the moment. And that allows the batsman to amble for another easy single. Looking to cut, but missing out. It was a poor delivery by Saqib Hussain. Offered no pace. It was short, it was wide, but the batsman just couldn't capitalize. He will be very disappointed. Picked up on the leg side, this time from outside the line of off stump. That's a very good shot, but there is protection in the deep. Will only result in 1 run. The ploy of Saqib Hussain is to bowl and take the pace off the ball. Once again, no real pace offered, and the batsmen are really struggling. They're not getting the pace required to execute those shots. They're having to put more power in their strokes, and that ends a very good over. Only 3 runs from it, and after 11, the score is 99 for 1. Sartaj Rahman coming in for his second over, a left arm over the wicket, looking to cram the batsman up, going over the wicket, angling the ball into the right-hander. You can see he's poised to go wide at the crease. Yeah, as you can see, at the very last moment, he jumps wide and looks to angle the ball back in, but this time he bowled it wide, and the batsman Saad wasn't able to lay bat on ball. Once again, he's looking to go through his overs very quickly here. Short and wide once again. Once again, the batsman misses out. Sartaj is not giving the batsman any time to think. He's bowling from a very short run up, and even before the batsman has any strategies to think of, he's once again, it's the same delivery, short and wide, and Saad just cannot find the willow at the moment. And his tactic to bowl wide is really working well. This time it's full. It's in the air. Opportunity for a catch, and taken by Sartaj Rahman. Of the bowling of Sartaj Rahman. The fielder takes an easy catch at long off. Saad, the pressure was building on him. He missed 3 balls in a row. There was 3 dot balls, and that resulted in this shot. You have to give Sartaj the credit. Kind of figured out the batsman, bowled to his strengths, and in the end was able to deceive him. Kamrul stepped down the track, wasn't given the pace to work with, and hence mistimed a straight ball towards long off for an easy catch, and the second wicket goes down at the score at exactly 100. Tanzir Ahmed Payal, the left-hander, is a new batsman to the crease. That ends the 12th over. It was the second wide, hence, as far as the rules of LMS cricket, the second wide will be deemed as a legal delivery, but the batting team will be awarded 3 runs. Sabir Islam is on strike. Shakib Hussain for his last over. Pulled away on the leg side, and that's going to clear the boundary with ease and hits the walls of the ground, and that is another 6 by Sabir Hussain. Picked up that short ball, was quick to pick up the length. Shakib Hussain is offering not. He's taking pace off the ball, so it's very important for him that he gets the line and length right. Because when you're bowling slow, if you bowl short, it gives so much time for the batsman to pick up the length. So it's heavily important that you get your length right, especially when you're taking pace off the ball. You're giving that batsman extra time to go back on the back foot and pick up those short deliveries. Shakib has been very economical so far, but let's see how it goes in his last over. Cut away to that wide third man fielder who covers up and uses his legs to stop the ball from going to the boundary, and the batsmen exchange their positions for 1 run. 110 for 2 is the score. Sabir Islam has made sure that the scoreboard keeps on ticking, even though there has been couple of wickets lost in the last 5 overs. Tanvir Ahmed Payal now. What is going to be his approach? Will he look to take on the bowling from the get-go, or will he look to settle down first? A big hoik down the ground, but straight back to the bowler. Once again offering no pace whatsoever. I've hardly seen any pace from Shakib. Bowling from a very, very short run-up. Goes straight, does the batsman, and there's an opportunity for a boundary here, but the fielder at long off tidies up very well, but the batsmen have an ample time to come back, or to get 1 run. Yeah, open the face of the bat to guide the ball on the offside for an easy single by Sabir Islam, who keeps the strike, and that ends the 13th over with the score at 112 for 2. Sabir Islam on strike. Short in stature, powerfully built is Sabir. Has looked very compact so far with his batting. Has been quite adept at taking short balls, especially balls which are not very short, but he was able to pull those deliveries away. Shows that he's very strong in taking the length. Once again, this time opening the face to guide the ball away on the offside for a single. Also has those delicate touches. He uses his wrists to find gaps. Shows that he has some method to his madness. It's not just about raw power hitting. Pushed away off the back foot by Payal. Ashraful Islam into his 3rd over here. Bowling some tidy off spin is Ashraful. The keeper is up to the stumps. Oh, that's been pushed down to long on for a single. Keeper up to the stumps, ensuring that Payal does not use his feet all that easily or all that confidently. Ashraful bowling from slightly round armish action. Gets hit towards long on for another single. Bowling well is Ashraful. He's firing it in. He's not looking to flight the ball for the moment. Knows that defensive bowling is the way to go for the moment. That was bowled a bit slower, short and wide, but Sabir missed out on a cut shot there. That ends the 14th over with a score of 116 for 2. Samir Nahian Islam starts the 15th over with a wide. The runs have been hard to come by in the last 4 overs. We've only seen 20 runs being scored. The bowling side, Friends United, will be very happy because 117 after 14 overs is still, I would say, just about par. Looking for a big hoik on the leg side and clears the leg side boundary with ease, does Tanvir Ahmed Payal. That was very much needed for Electrifying Bluez because They haven't been very electrifying in the last few overs, and that's definitely going to help to change or shift the momentum towards there. Once again, a big hike towards long on, and it clears the long on boundary for another 6. Tanvir Ahmed Payal playing those slog sweeps. One was towards square leg, this was towards long on. Shows that he's very, very adept at playing those slog sweeps. As a left-hander, it's a natural angle to hit leg side. This time looking for a pull, and he's missed it. Inside edge onto his stumps. It's very good bowling from Nahian Islam. He took the pace of the ball. Pyle waited, but still wasn't able to connect well. Got the bottom half of the bat, and it ricocheted back onto the stumps. And that is the end of the 3rd wicket. After hitting 2 sixes, Pyle now has to make his way back to the pavilion. Ushan is the new batsman. Oh, charged us down the track of the very first delivery. And Samir pushed it wide, but ends up becoming too wide. Yeah, Pushan showing his intentions here. His coming and charging of the very first ball shows that he wants to attack. Driven away through the cover, but straight to that deep cover fielder for a single. And that ends the 15th over for Electrifying Bluez, and the score is 133 for 3. We are approaching the business end of the innings, and there will be a change here at the com box. Alif Tasnim will be taking it from here. Welcome, Alif.
Thanks a lot, Akib. Oh my goodness, once again I'm welcomed with a boundary in the com box. That's a clumsy miss from the fielder. It was a pacey delivery from Ghazi Rani once again. The batter was looking to utilize the pace and pick up a single, but on that process he has found a boundary instead. Courtesy to that poor fielding of the fielder. He should have done better, because that was never a difficult chance. Inside edge. Will that run away too? It won't. A fielder from deep backward square leg intervenes and stops the ball. We have seen so much foot movements from the fielders. They were more enthusiastic to stop the ball with their feet rather than their hands. And once again we have seen one of those instances. Late cut. It will result in a single. So at one stage the Blues were going in great guns, but as I mentioned previously, that in LMS the momentum can shift any time, because if the batter is scoring a 50, he has to depart. So it's a matter of building a new partnership. And it's always difficult for two new batters to build a partnership and go with the same flow, just like the previous batters. Slower delivery, was looking for a sweep shot. Mir Sabir Islam misses out. It's 140, 141 for 3. Electrifying Blues. That's good bowling. That's very good bowling from Ghazi Rani. Just humming around the stumps, playing with the pace. Sometimes going with the pacey deliveries, and all of a sudden he's taking the pace off. It's a mix of all. 16 gone, it's 141 for 3. That's a good stroke to begin the 17th. That's been cut off. MD Ashraful Islam couldn't really shine. Just like the previous game, he was the player of the game and took a 4 for, but only 1 wicket in this game. He just drew the first blood, but after that was punished brutally by the batters. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. What have you done? What have you done? I just can't believe my eyes. This was a school kid kind of a mistake. Very, very unfortunate for the bowler. And in this cases, it's so disappointing for them. In the air, I don't think it will reach the fielder. It doesn't. It happens very often in LMS. The batters get to play those aerial shots, but we don't see fielders standing in the closing position. For this reason, they don't get caught. A quicker one from a shuffle of the pads should be cut off by the fielder at deep fine leg. It will result in a single. So the Blues are slowly inching closer to their team 150, 148 on the board in loss of 3 wickets. And that's the end of the 17th. It's 148 for 3. So the death over begins. Saqib Ahmed has been assigned. Thickish outside edge. A single to start. So Mir Sabir Islam has been in the middle for a long time and he needs to cut loose in this point in time. There is no reason to Welcome back, everyone, and we're extremely sorry for the technical issues that we had. After 19, the Blues are 171 for 3. Mir Sabir Islam just on the verge of his 50, and his partner Soyet Lubab is batting on 18 from 11. That slashed over the top, over the line, and that's a maximum. A great way to start the 19th over, and that's the 50 for Mir Sabir Islam as well. 54 from 31, and a great knock comes to an end. He was in the middle for a long time, anchored the innings as much as possible, and in the very last over of the game, of the innings in fact, he is leaving the ground. The sweat-soaked jersey and exhausted face tells a lot of stories. How responsible, how diligent he was in the middle. Take a bow, Mir Sabir Islam. He was a great innings and great end as well. 177 for 3, the Blues. And as my fellow commentator mentioned, they should look for 180. They're just around that. From the edge, finds the fielder. Since we had 3 matches in this very pitch, we are expecting the power total to diminish a little. Let's see what transpires. That's too wide. Gazirani has been trying a lot of variations, and on that process sometimes he's making some mistakes. So this is one of them. It went out of the line, and the umpire had to extend his arms. That's a beauty. That's going to be 6. Absolutely nailed downtown. And so with Lubab Rahman push on, cuts loose. It's always difficult to play a shot straight down the ground, which is straight as an arrow. But he made it look so easy, did Lubab. Cuts it with power. But a fielder intervenes once again to prevent the boundary. Kazirani has been going with the pacey deliveries even in the last over, but he knows the batters are going to go after him. He should have tried the slowers. He is a very good bowler with his cutters and the backflip slowers, so he should have tried those. The last delivery, if this goes for a 6, it will be a 12. Let's see. Edged and carried. A wicket to finish the innings. Some justice for Gazirani. He has bowled well but went expensive in this game. However, gets a wicket in the very last ball. Electrifying Bluez, they score 186. And the target for the Friends United will be 187. We'll be right back shortly with the run chase. Till then, stay with us. Goodbye for now.
We're about to resume the second innings between the game between Friends United and Electrifying Bluez. Sabir Islam is about to bowl the first over. The target is 187. Score around 180, 190 has been very regular in the last 2 days. So Friends United can take positives that the pitch over here and the conditions are very, very pleasant for batting. Hence 187 might look like a daunting total, but it is nothing improbable. If they get off to a good start, keep wickets in hand, they can definitely capitalize and chase the score down. Ooh, that was a very wild looking shot from Shakib Hussain. His footwork was all over the place. He cleared his front leg but had no shape while playing that shot. It was very confusing whether he was looking to pull or cut that delivery. Friends United was decent with the ball, but now it's their time to shine with the bat. Sabir Islam. And he knocks over the off stump with an absolute beauty of a Yorker. The off stump goes cartwheeling. That is a beautiful, beautiful delivery. A fast bowler's dream to see a sight like that. The ball, I think, kept a bit low, but it was a wild slog from the batsman, you have to say. He cleared his front leg a bit too much and couldn't hold his shape. Saif Hussain is a new batsman on strike, the right-hander. And Sabir Islam will have his tail up because he's already picked the first wicket in his first over. Ooh, got some shape, away movement there. And Saif Hassan read that swing very well and played it through the offside with the swing. Now the Mahfuz Taib, the left-hander, is on strike. He scored a half century yesterday for Friends United, and his team will be counting on him. Pulled away down the leg side, gets it fine and beats that wide fine leg fielder to end the first over. Friends United are 6 for 1. There were some technical difficulties and we were away for a while, but now we are back once again. between the game between Friends United and Electrifying Bluez. After 3.1 overs, Friends United are 21 for 1. Side Lubab Rahman Pushan is bowling his second over of off spin. You can say his action is almost a carbon copy of Shakib Al Hasan. You can say he's almost like a right-handed Shakib Al Hasan. The way he loads up his delivery and goes wide of the crease and delivers with a slightly lower arm. Very interesting. Now he's bowling to the right-hander. He's bowling it into the pads, kind of following Shakib's ploy, who's always looking to cramp the batsman up, bowling them onto leg stump or onto his pads, especially in T20 cricket when the batsmen are looking to free their arms. Yes, in Test cricket, in ODI cricket, we have to toss the ball up. But in T20 cricket, attacking the stumps and bowling it flat is very effective, which Pushan is doing at the moment. Swept away by the left-handed Taib. Looking for a second, but it isn't available, and that ends the fourth over with the score at 25 for 1.
.47 for 1. You are watching Boshundhara Sports City Last Man Stands Dhaka League, powered by Ace, and this coverage is coming to you live from City Club Cricket Ground. Taib is batting on 24 from 17. Had a 50 in the last match, and he would love to replicate that. His partner Saif Hussain is batting at 22. He did well in the last game as well because he had the finishing touch. So this is how the bowling card looks like. 4 bowlers have been used this far. Mir Sabir Islam is one of them who took the wicket. That's cut. Will result in a boundary. No chance for the fielder at deep third to stop it. It was a delectable looking shot. Just a tad bit wide. And the batter played it with utmost ease. Mahfuz Aldin Taib is absolutely on song. The 50 comes up for Friends United. Oh, shot! It's a big one. It's out of the ground. Oh my goodness, that's a no ball too. It's rather rubbing salt into the wound. What are you doing, Tanzir Ahmed Payal? It's a free hit, and Mahfuz Aldin Taib will have the opportunity to replicate that shot once again. Simple as you like. It was picked up so gently, and the connection was so good that it flew all the way. Here we go for the free hit delivery. That's a wide, which means the free hit stays for the next delivery too. It's turning out to be an expensive over, already 14 runs, and a free hit is yet to come. Another wide, second wide of this over. Three runs get added to the cards, and the free hit remains. 17 already. Play and a miss. Taib was looking for a wild hike, but just missed the line, so an expensive over, certainly 17 runs from it. 65 for 1 after 7. So change in bowling, it's Kamrul Islam Saad. That's cut, but not in the gap. Welcome everyone, and once again, this is the third time that I've been welcomed by a boundary. It's a great shot, short and wide outside the off stump, and the batter just cuts it with power and precision. This is Boshuntara Sports City, last man stands Dhaka League, powered by Ace. Just past the outside edge on this occasion. $95 for 1, Friends United. They have shifted the gear, and there is a shift of momentum as well. We got to see so many shots all around the park. The ball went flying on so many occasions. Saif and Shakil. That looks very, very close. Loud appeal, but the umpire remains unmoved. It's difficult to say from this angle what has transpired because we're not seeing from the front end screen vision. But so many boundaries in last 10 deliveries. Five to be specific. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That's a sloppy work. That's the end of the 10th over. It's 99 for 1. Friends United. Right, so it's the time for the change in the com box. Let's welcome Akibam in.
Thank you, Alif, for handing me the floor. After 10.1 overs, the score is exactly 100. I think after 5 overs, the score was only 30. They were going at 6 runs per over. But in the last 5 overs, have wielded about 70 runs. Shakib Ahmed, Saif Hussain are the two batsmen, and both have been going after the bowling. It's almost 14 runs per over in the last 5 overs. They've wielded 70 runs. And all of a sudden, they're right on track to chase the score down because they only require now 86 of the remaining 10 overs, which you expect to be chased down, especially with so many wickets in hand and 2 set batters in. Imran Limon is bowling his second over. He's gone for only 6 runs. I think he bowled his first over with the new ball. But now his team is under pressure because runs are flowing and trying to pull the ball, but it's up in the air, but it's gonna land in no man's land between 2 fielders, and it's gonna bounce away to the boundary for a 4. Lucky on this occasion was Shakib Ahmed. He moves to 20 of just 8 deliveries. I think it was an attempted bouncer which did not quite get up. And the batsman was also in trouble. He wasn't able to judge the bounce of that delivery properly, got a top edge, but luckily for him, it landed in safe waters. Imran Limon making a few adjustments to his field. He's moving his fine leg a bit finer to that position where the last ball went. Probably he's going to bowl at the body of the batsman. That's why hence his fine leg is fine. Yes, that's exactly what's happened. He's trying to cramp the batsman up. It's a good ploy this, because when you're looking to target the pads of the batsman, your fine leg needs to be fine, because only a touch, only a flick will get you 4 runs if the fine leg is wide. So reaching the end, this is the last ball of the 11th over, and Friends United are in a good position. 106 for 1. Saif is now on strike, batting on 32, and he's actually kind of played a very measured innings so far. 32 of 22 deliveries. Imran Limon, but it's missed by the batsman, but so does the keeper miss. And it goes for 4 byes. It's very disappointing. That was a wild hoik from the batsman who missed it completely. But the fielder, because of that hard swing from the batsman, the keeper wasn't able to pick up the ball. He lost it. Hence, it went down the leg side for 4 extra byes. After 11 overs, the score is 1-1-0 for 1. The 12th over begins. The batsman goes down the ground, but there is long on in protection to stop the ball from going to the boundary. Hence, it's only a single. If you look at the scorecard, it's very interesting. It's 1-1-1 for 1 of 11.1 overs. It's all 1. Nelson's up. So for the batsman, sometimes Ooh, that was a fuller length delivery. The batsman misses out, I would say, because that was very, very full, right up there to the bat. And it was there to be hit, but the batsman just was a bit late on it, hence couldn't make the connection. Pushan continues. He's got to gather a run-up like Shakib Al Hasan, an action quite similar to him. And then there's an opportunity for a catch, and it's taken at deep cover. It was clever bowling by Pushan. He pushed it wide. He forced the batsman, and there was a chance for a double play. And they're going for a second run. What's happening here? What's happening here? This is utter confusion. This is absolute comedy of errors in the middle. Absolute comedy of errors. The batsman was dismissed. They tried to go for a double play, ended up becoming overthrows. The batsman also ran 2 runs, and then finally the umpire decides that it's dead ball, and the batsman dismissed now has to walk back. It was very well bowled by Pushan. The last ball was outside leg stump, and all of a sudden he threw it wide outside the line of off stump, away from the reach, and the batsman only could get the toe end of the bat, and hence it was an easy catch for the fielder at deep cover. Okay, the new batsman makes his way to the crease, Ashraful Islam, after a real confusion and after a real comedy of errors. Nobody had no clue about what was going on in the middle. But after all of that, sanity prevails, and that is the end of the 12th over with that single, and the score is 115 for 2. We're about to start over number 13. Arif, the new bowler, bowling with a very low arm, a very, very slingy action. You can almost say he's almost the spin version of Lassit Malinga. Bowls from a very short run up, hardly takes a few steps. Once again, this time he releases the ball from a very high arm action. So he's definitely trying to put a bit of variation in his bowling by changing his release points. One was released from a very high angle, the other was released from a lower angle, especially to the left-hander. When you're looking to skid the ball through, when you're looking to target the stumps, looking to bowl the arm ball. Yeah, this time it's a high arm delivery. Slogged away on the leg side, goes straight to the deep mid-wicket fielder for a single. Ashraful Islam went for a switch hit. The bowler tried to adjust, he bowled it wide, very wide. But Ashraful was up to the task, he got some part of the bat on it. And hence, it went away to the boundary. It beat the keeper and went away to the boundary for 4 runs. Very clever shot. Especially in LMS cricket, on fast forward cricket, in T20 cricket, you are going to see these sort of improvising shots. This time playing a proper defensive forward defense and gets them a single. It's actually a bit surprising that you don't see the players attempting these shots a bit regularly, especially in the shorter version. And that is the end of the 13th over. The score is 123 for 2. (123 for 2 after 13 overs, and the batting side, Friends United, require another 64 runs of the remaining 7 overs. With 5 wickets in hand, you expect. Hits the pads. Appeal for an LBW, but it was clearly going down the leg side. Hence, no response from the umpire. Ahmed Pyle is the new bowler, and he's going over the wicket, right arm over the wicket to the left-hander. Charges down the track, offers him no pace, hence the batsman was way early into his shot. Clever bowling from Pyle. I think he preempted that the batsman will come down the track. There is one long-on fielder who's very straight at the moment, almost very close to the side screen. Normally you tend to have your long-on fielder very wide. That suggests that Pyle is going to bowl very straight and very full. Hence, he's kept his long-on fielder very straight. So it's going to be interesting to see which length, because there's a big gap around the mid-wicket boundary and the slog shot is on definitely. The cow corner region is open. And the batsman goes straight. It's a fuller length delivery. And the ball goes straight to the fielder that I was talking about. It goes straight to long on, but it's dropped. The plan was put in play. The fielder was in the right position. It was exactly the ball that the bowler wanted to bowl. Everything went according to plan except the catch. It goes for a big hoik. There's an inside edge and it's running away to the boundary, but the fielder at fine leg stops it with his legs. Hence the batsman come back for a couple. Down the leg side, I think it's brushed off the pads and it's running away for 4. And now I'm waiting for the signal from the umpire. Will it be runs or will it be leg buys? I think it's given runs. So that's a boundary to Ashraful Islam to finish the 14th over. The score is 131 for 2. It's up in the air, opportunity for a catch, and it's been taken. Shakib Ahmed, the batsman, is dismissed. Left-hander bowled outside the line of the off stump. Shakib went through the offside but didn't connect well, ended up slicing the ball, and hence it was quite a good catch taken by the deep point fielder who had to cover a bit of ground but ensured in the end that the catch was taken gleefully. Ghazi Rani is the new batsman and he guides it away with some cute little shot down to third man. A very delicate little shot. What a way to get off the mark by Ghazi Rani. He was bowling with some serious fire today. He really cranked it up and showed some serious fire with the ball, but he's come to the bat and showed some real delicacy here. A real contrast to his bowling. Now the question is, can he produce some similar sort of fireworks with the bat to get his team home from here? Because they need that finishing kick. 5 overs remaining after this, with over 50 required. Someone has to go after the bowling now. It cannot leave it too late. And Ghazi Rani is probably expected to produce those fireworks. That's been pushed wide and it's given as a wide by the umpire. Looking to keep it wide, looking to keep it away from the batsman's hitting arc, but ended up bowling a bit too wide there. Ghazi Rani on strike once again. Oh, that's again bowled wide outside the line of the off stump. Some good footwork there by Rani, looking to drive the ball but not making the connection. Short this time, pulled away. That was bowled flat and quick onto the pitch, and Rani pulls it away for a single to that deep mid-wicket fielder. That ends the 15th over with exactly 50 required of the last 5 overs, and the game is now at a knife edge. And Alif will be here with you guys till the end of the game.
Thank you so much, Akib. It's a pleasure to be with you in the com box. That straight up should be taken. It is taken. A cotton bowl. And Tanzir Ahmed Pyle gets one in his third over. Ghazi Rani has to walk back after scoring 6 runs from 6 deliveries. And that's the fall of the 4th wicket for Friends United. All time, every time, I have received a warm welcome, either by a boundary or by a wicket. The fielders, they can deem myself as a blessing. Anyways, that's it. The 4th wicket down for Friends. It's 137 for 4. It's Shabab Shartaj Rahman replaces Ghazi Rani. That's a poor delivery. My words, that's gone for 4 wides. Way outside the off stump and way outside the reach of the keeper too. The keeper dived to his left. Nonetheless, couldn't intervene and stop the ball. It's a boundary for Friends United. $142 for 2. He's trying to go away from Shabab Shartaj. He hardly has some footwork. He doesn't move his feet much. Rather tries to swing the ball away from his body. And that's what Pyle is trying to do. He's trying to push the ball wide so that he nicks it. Once again, no feet movement at all. He's just swinging the bat without moving an inch. He needs to get to the pitch of the ball before playing. That's a no ball, my words. And that's a boundary too. Not the most convincing looking shot from Shabab. However, he finds a boundary and it's a no ball. That's a cherry on the cake. He will enjoy a free hit, but he needs to move his feet for taking the full value of that free hit delivery. Let's see. He overstepped. The umpire is having a little chat with the bowler. And here comes the signal. It's a free hit. He would love to have a Yorker because that can be an effective delivery against someone like Shabab. Here we go. That's a wide Yorker and nicely executed as well. He knows that Shabab is weak against those wide deliveries, so if he can offer him some width, that will be eventful. $16 gone, it's 149 for 4. Friends United, and they need 38 runs from the last 4 overs. It's going to be an uphill task because they have lost 4 wickets. And Mohammad Ashraful Islam has to take the responsibility. He's an intelligent batter. We saw his batting prowess in the last game as well. Missed his 50 for 5 runs only, but played some commendable shots. It's going to be Imran Limon for the next over. The right-arm seamer just getting his field right and steaming in. Starts off with a wide down the leg side. Not an ideal start, and this will rather help Friends United. $150 comes up. 150 for 4. With the help of this wide. He doesn't even know what shot he played, but the end result matters. He's got a single. Did Ashraful Islam. Now the question is whether Limon will come from round the wicket against Shabab Rahman. It looks to be yes, he's coming from round the wicket. And his ploy would be to deliver wide. For this reason, he is stationing the fielder at deep backward point from deep cover. From the toe end. And exactly, the fielder collects the ball, who was just positioned there right before this delivery. Singles and doubles won't be effective for Friends United. They'll have to score boundaries because still a long way to go for them. And without boundaries, that won't be possible to overhaul the total that they're chasing. Steps down the pitch, crunches it through the offside. It will be a boundary. It was a delightful stroke with lot of power and class from Ashraful Islam. And he decides to shift the gear all of a sudden. A welcome boundary for Friends United. Imran Limon will be under the cosh after being hit away for a 4. Down the leg side, was looking to hook it, but misses out. We're coming to you live from City Club Cricket Ground. You're watching Bosundhara Sports City Last Man Stands Dhaka League, powered by ACE and sponsored by T Sports. The first of the 3 games of the day. It's between Dhaka, in fact Friends United and Electrifying Bluez. Once again, playing away from his body. This is not working in his favor. Shabab Rahman needs to understand what he has to do. He just needs to have some trigger movement. He should get to the pitch of the ball and then try to negotiate. He's just swinging and swinging, but not finding the connection at all. 17 gone, it's 157 for 4. Mohammad Kamrul Islam Saad for the next over. You'll have Ashraful on strike. He advances down the pitch, but that's a brilliant delivery. Yorker, which was wide outside the off stump, and out of the reach of Ashraful Islam. Shabab needs to understand that he needs to use his feet just like that. Ashraful tried to use his feet and he advanced down the pitch. But that's what Shabab is not capable of doing. Kept a little low. Once again, a wild swing. Once again missed. He was looking to slog it over cow corner. Played with a cross bat, and there is a big gap as well because from mid wicket to long on, there is a big vacant zone. If he can penetrate the onside field, then at least he'll get a boundary if the connection is right. That'll be 4. Once again a wide delivery, but this time it becomes a full toss. He made it a full toss, in fact, came down the pitch, and the delivery, which was supposed to be at the block hole, that became a full toss for Ashraful Islam, and he sends it out of the line for a boundary. 26 from 12. Will we have a twist in the tail? Will it be a cliffhanger or end as a one-sided affair? Oh yes! That's launched over cow corner, and this is the shot I was talking about. He's connected that, and that's the biggest of the day. Once again, lovely use of his feet. The trigger movement has done the trick, I must say. And then the sweet connection with the blade. The difference has been minimized. 20 to get from 11. Will we have a twist? Once again, came down the pitch, but missed it completely this time. An eventful over comes to a close. 10 runs from it. After 18, it's 167 for 4. "20 runs from the last 10. It's very much gettable as long as Ashraful Islam is here. It's possible. But unfortunately, there will be Shabab Rahman on strike for the first delivery of the next over. It will be a wise task if he takes a single and brings Ashraful back on strike. Imran Limon would love to go wide. Will he do that? Let's see. Once again, the same ploy, stationing the fielder at deep backward point. The fine leg is being pushed a bit wider. There is a deep mid wicket, long off, long on, and a deep third man. Well done. Good work from Shabab. He just pushed the ball and took a single to bring Ashraful back on strike. So he's done his job. Now Ashraful has to hit big. He needs to find at least a boundary. It's going to be so difficult if they have 15 runs to chase in the final over. Now, where would Limon go? Will he go wide outside the off stump? If he does go like that, then he has to pitch it up. Because if he pitches short, there will be an opportunity for Ashraful to cut it. And there is a gap at point. So if he cuts it well, it may reach the fence. But don't go at the driving zone outside the off stump. Don't go there. Short ball. Pull shot. Not from the medius part of the bat. Nonetheless, a boundary. He should have gone for a boundary, and he's gone for a boundary. And once again, it's a gift for Friends United. The distance has been minimized. Now 15 to get from the last 8. The contest is getting crispier with time, and the pendulum is swinging. This game has gone down to the wire, and it's turning out to be a cliffhanger. That's a better delivery. On the middle and leg, not outside the off stump, not in the driving zone, not short either. Because if he delivers a short delivery, he has received the punishment beforehand. So it'll be better for him if he can avoid the short deliveries. He does go for a short one. Not a good connection. They'll come back for a second, and they do it easily. So the last delivery of this over, will Ashraful go for a single to retain the strike, or will he go for a mighty blow to minimize the remaining runs to chase in the last over? Bit of cat and mouse game. The bowler abstained from delivering at the last moment. He was perhaps trying to understand Ashraful's intention. But that's a wise task from Ashraful as well. Before delivering the ball, he didn't move an inch, didn't expose his intention. Trigger movement outside the off stump. They're running for it. That's a run out. Shabab will be gone. He has to sacrifice his wicket for the sake of his team. That's the fall of the fifth. Shabab Shirtaj Rahman has to walk back, scoring 14 from 9. It's around 74 for 5 after 19 Friends United, and they need 13 runs from the last 5 deliveries. So it's Kamrul Islam Saad with the assignment of the last over. He has 13 runs to defend. Fortunately, Ashraful Islam is on the striking end. The fine tuning is going on for the last moment in this game. Here we go. Low full toss. Slapped all the way. That's a 6. It's a 6 or a boundary. No, it's a boundary. It just landed on the edge of the rope. And Friends United get a boundary. So 9 runs to get from the last 4. They're getting closer. And after conceding a boundary, Kamrul Islam Saad will be under the pump. Mistimed. There is a possibility of a couple. They should come back with a couple. And the misfield ease their way. There could be a possibility of run out because for Ashraful Islam was a bit slow compared to his partner. But the fielder made a hash of a thing and really made it easy for Ashraful to come back. The lone fighter for his team, fighting his heart out. Three deliveries left. 7 runs to get. The pendulum is swinging. Who will be the victorious? Full toss. comes down the pitch and pierces the offside field. Once again, through that gap, he has absolutely threaded a needle through the offside. Did a shuffle. 3 runs to get from 2 deliveries, and that's the second boundary of this over. Moves on to 43 from 23 deliveries. 42, I beg your pardon, from 23 deliveries. And this is turning out to be a gem of an innings from this lad. Had an innings of 45 previously and was the player of the match too of the last game for Friends United. Can he be the hero again? He almost turned out to be the hero. Don't spoil it. Please don't spoil it, Ashraful. That's straight to the fielder. I don't think there's a possibility of a couple, but they make it. There's a run out, but that doesn't really matter because Ashraful is on the striking end and they'll need 2 runs from the last delivery. Remember, if this goes for a 6, it will be 12, but I don't think they'll be thinking of it. They should go for a couple, and now perhaps we will be seeing the fielders at the close-in positions. What a game of cricket this is turning out to be. It's a cliffhanger. It's a nail-biter. It's everything. The first game. It's a match which had everything in his pocket. So it's Mahfouz Aldin Tayyib, the batter who scored a 50. He will be on strike for the last... No, not Tayyib. In fact, Ashraful will be on strike. Let's see. Here we go. Oh my goodness, he's missed it. That's a single. Will it be a tie? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. They have won it. Friends United and Ashraful Slum. It's their day. The poor piece of fielding doesn't allow Electrifying Bluez to tie the match. It's all happening. It's a win. It's a victory for Friends United. And they have rushed out of their dugout to celebrate their victory. They're jubilated and glum faces on the Electrifying Bluez side. What a match. What a game we have had. It's a thriller. It's a magnificent game of cricket. And in the end, it's a victory for Friends United by 1 wicket. Thank you everyone for being with us throughout the game. I hope you enjoy the live actions and the commentary as well. We will be right back for the live actions of the next game. Till then.